So, it is God that caused us to exist and to live. See? Life has its source. The breath that was given by God to every existing thing. Our existence proves the existence of God. It is illogical to think that we exist if we come to something that do not exist. If we came from something that do not exist, why do we have the ability to exist? And the Bible tells us the truth. He gave it to all life and breath and all things. Ask all scientists. We do not exist because there is food. We do not exist because there is water. Although some say that water is life, food is life, etc. But those are all secondary. The very reason why we exist is that we breathe. We breathe. And there is somebody who gives us the breath and life and all the things necessary for us to continue breathing or existing. And that the Bible calls God. God is the cause of life. It is a scientific principle that I remember when I am in elementary, that nothing happens without a cause. Nothing happens without a cause. And our existence happens because there is a cause. And the cause, according to the Bible, is the existence of God. Why are we going to question His existence when we ourselves are witnesses to our own existence? Can we exist without Him? There was somebody who caused our existence, and that is called in the Bible as God. And we will know His majesty, His power, and Godhead by the things that are made. If we are going to understand the creation, according to the verse that we have read in Romans 1:20, the invisible things of Him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even His eternal power and Godhead. Meaning, we will understand that He really exists by the things that He has made. His creation reveals the kind of creator He is. Our existence reveals the existence of that someone who caused our existence. Those are the biblical proof that God does really exist. And one thing more, very, very important proof that God does exist is the fulfillment of the words He has caused to be written in His holy book, the Bible. There is nobody that can see the future. According to the Lord, this is His claim. And up to now, I haven't seen or met anybody who can refute this claim of the Lord. I will read Isaiah 46:9. Isaiah 46:9 says, "Remember the former things of old, for I am God and there is none else. I am God and there is none like me." 10. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, "My counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure." God is a God who declares the end of something even from its beginning. Meaning, He is a power that can see the end from the beginning, that can foretell the end from the beginning or from the start. And there is nobody like Him. Nobody is like Him. Nobody can do that. We human beings can do that. We do not even know the nearest future. The nearest future is tomorrow. We cannot even say what will happen tomorrow. Let us read. In the book of Proverbs chapter 27 verse 1 it says, "Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth." This is a pronouncement of the Bible that no one can deny. No human being can boast of what will happen tomorrow. No human being knows what a day may bring forth. Somebody cook carrot cake and bake it on 11 o'clock in the evening and said, this will be our breakfast. And they are hopeful that the next day they will eat the carrot cake at their breakfast. But that evening, an airplane crashed over their house. None of them have tasted the carrot cake, proving only that human beings do not know what will happen in the future. But God tells us that there is none like Him who can tell the end from the beginning. And it is true. The Bible tells us prophecies that are now unfolding before our very eyes, which was said many thousands of years ago, even before we realize that it is now happening to us. Like what the prophecy of the book of Daniel said, in 12:4 of the book of Daniel, it says, But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. This was prophesied and said by God about 2,600 years ago. And it is contained in the manuscripts of the Bible that have existed. We have now in our libraries of the world, like in the British Museum, the British Library, in the Vatican Museum, in the Washington Museum, and in Egypt. There are manuscripts of the Bible that dates back to the 3rd century, 4th century of our common era, meaning they are as old as 2,000 years old. And 2,000 years ago, wherein this prophecy was written, 2,000 years ago, nobody had the idea of a cell phone or man going and stepping on the surface of the moon. But God have said that many hundreds of years ago, before the Lord Jesus Christ came to earth. And the prophecy is, the time of the end, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. And we are witnesses to this fact. There are really many running to and fro on land, on the seas, in space, in heaven, etc. Many run to and fro. And knowledge really have increased. No one will suspect in the time that the Wright brothers are trying to construct a flying machine, no one will suspect that there will be Airbus 380 that carries with it all the luxuries that we enjoy on Earth. Flying 17 or 16 hours in above with all the conveniences of land. Nobody will ever think of that. But the Bible tells us many hundreds of years ago, many thousands of years ago, it is contained in the Bible, this prophecy that knowledge shall be increased. The idea of a cell phone, of the internet, and everything that we enjoy now are proof to the fact that there was somebody who knows the end from the beginning that have said this in the Bible. And these are evidences that convince me, really, that there really is a God, and God does really exist. I was convinced by His words. There is no other harder evidence of the existence of God than the fulfillment of His words. No human being can do that. And that's why the Bible is a unique book, because it is the only book that pronounces what will happen even before it happens, according to the Bible. So there are other proofs, of course, of the existence of God. Our conscience, our spirit, our hearts will prove that. Our emotions even is a witness to the existence of God, but I cannot tackle it now. Proof of the existence of God are His words in the Bible. The Bible is a unique book that proves God's existence, God's thoughts, God's justice, God's way are all in the Bible. If you are going to acquaint yourself with the Bible, and if you are going to read it by heart, I believe also that God will reveal Himself to you. May God bless you.